we have, it's Kristina Ward. She's up next. Yes. She is coming all the way from the Nashville, Tennessee.
Good old Nashville. And that's me.
Yes. Let's see. You have a chart-topping single called Be Free. And your debut album is Unfiltered. You love to, it appears from your reading about your journey here is that you have a passion to expose the dark places and bring them to light and allow Jesus in there, allow God into those places. And yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'll see that a lot in my writing, especially the first, actually that I need to update that bio. So I apologize, it was so long. I was telling Red, I was like, I would have hated to have gotten that bio. But yeah, that was actually my first album that I ever released was Unfiltered. And so it was, coming to Nashville and honestly, just as a new artist coming in and kind of facing some of my past that I had kind of run from. And so it was just literally jumping in, and God was like, we need to work through some of the stuff before I can get you to minister to other people. So you'll see that in some of the songs that I sing tonight. I've got a couple of those from the album. But yeah, so I figured I'd start out the night, starting out with just a praise and worship song for everybody. Just sing along in your house. It's an oldie, but it is a goodie, and it's one of my favorites. So come on, here we go.
All
right. Oops, let me start that over again. before I forget, let me give a shout out to Josh. I know you're watching. I don't know if you guys have ever met Josh, but Josh is very faithful. Thanks for joining in tonight, Josh, with us. So yeah, so bless the Lord, one of my faves.
Amen.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very
old, but yeah.
Good old Chris Tomlin.
Yes, you can't go wrong with a good Chris Tomlin. How about that?
I agree. There's a lot of people that I've talked to that are like, I don't like Chris Tomlin. I'm like, why? The songs are easy to catch on. They're good, and they're common Christian themes. Yeah. They're just mad because they didn't like that he messed up Amazing Grace. I think it's an amazing addition to Amazing Grace, but whatever. So
each to their own opinion with it.
I love them too.
So I'm with you. I love them with it.
So you're gonna sing some originals though, right?
Yeah, I've got some originals for you. Awesome. The first one, actually, when I wrote it, I co-wrote it, and it's based off of, I did a year of missions. So I took about a year off in between high school, college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I definitely felt called into ministry. And so I took a year off and did straight on inner city missions. And so you'll be able to tell the vibe of the song. It's not my typical, like, what I write. You'll see. Anyways, I wrote it off of, we did a lot of Bible studies in Sidewalk Sunday School with kids. Cool. And I ended up on one of our crews, we ended up losing one of our kids for unfortunately a drive-by shooting. So a very, very common theme, just kind of in those areas. And so got me thinking. And so I co-wrote this song, and it's called God's Little Angel. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy it. Here we go. I've been to go home and not knowing what would happen. See, one small move, one small mistake, you don't know the action it will create. There is nothing out to somebody's in my face. Just know, my dear, you're not alone. It's not your fight. You're God's little angel. He'll protect you through the night. Through the night. Innocence taken too soon. Alone and afraid, wondering who will love you. Those are the demons in your ears. There's another voice you need to hear. Just know, my dear, you're not alone. It's not your fight. You're God's little this won't last. I see your future, I see your past. I see you now and know that this won't last. Just know, my dear, it's not your fight, it's not your fault. You got little angel, he'll protect you through the night, through the night. Just know, my dear, you're not alone. It's not your fight. You got little angel. He'll protect you through the night, through the night.
That was good.
Thank you. Yeah, a little different than what, like I said, than what I'm used to writing and singing, but yeah, it's fun too.
Oh no, it was good. I really liked it. I like the vibe of it, and the message was really good. I could see where that would minister to a lot of people in that situation where they don't know what's going to happen. They don't know if things are going to go south or not for, but you basically trust God, and he will protect you. And
Amen.
Beautiful, simple, beautiful, beautiful.
Well, yeah. And hopefully it'll reach us kids, because, it really is. He's protecting them,
Oh yeah.
So, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
So, all right. So next one is actually that that chart topper that is in the bio, Be Free. It was actually one of my very first songs I ever wrote. And it was a co-write here in Nashville. And it was just based off of, me coming in as a beginning artist, dealing with lots of background baggage that I just kind of ran from. And trying to minister to others. And God was like, hey, I need you to work on your stuff before you can work on anybody else or try to help anybody else.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where the song was birthed from. And it's called Be Free. You know what? I'm actually going to play this on the keys for you.
Ooh.
So. I look in the mirror and all I see are my insecurities. I look to the crowd and I scream out loud, just how blind can you be? I'm sick of being locked inside myself, tired of being someone else. Lord, help me, still ready to be free. Perfection is my worst enemy. It laughs, it taunts, it binds me to this masquerade. It's a dance I do, but it keeps me far from you. But I feel the sunlight pierce the dawn, and the courage to move on. Lord, help me, be me, still ready the end of that a little bit, but that's Be Free.
Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, woman, that one, don't be afraid to feel. Let them tears fly. Yeah. When you sing, because it's good. Number one is that sometimes, because I know, because it's like, oh, I'm choking on my tears and all, but everybody feels it, right? Yeah, the audience is like, oh my gosh, she's crying, I'm gonna cry. Totally let it fly. Number one. And then two is that I don't know how you do it, but like your voice is so full, like so full and fragile all at the same time. And it's like this like weird dichotomy, like mix, and I'm just like, how did she do that? Like it just sounds, it's so good. It's like how, like it's like if like it's like fragile, like glass, like it could break, not like break, like, you know, like not like a vocal break, but like break like glass, but you don't. And then, but it's so soulful all at the same time, which like, so it's like this like fragile strength that's, ooh, it's woo. I love it.
That's all I can say. It's whatever you gave me and just using it to
good. I love it.
Thank you. Just a minister. Oh yeah. Well, thank you. Very sweet. Yes, thank you. Yeah. It gets me every time I do sing it, because it really is. It's one of those songs that like I said, it was one of the first songs that I ever wrote, and it was during a time when I was very much in the midst of healing. So, so I hope that does speak to whoever. Be free.
Yeah.
Let him heal you.
Yeah.
He is. He created you, and he gets you. You know.
Yeah. Oh man, so good.
Yeah. So, like I said, raw, real, just it is what it is.
Yeah. Love it.
So next song, last song for you guys. It's called Rest in Me. And I write everything from a place of just, it's how I get my emotions out, and it kind of comes out of my writing. And so this was during a season of really fighting. I'd found myself back in a place of just insecurities. I was fighting some codependency, some depression, a whole bunch of stuff. And I kept hearing these words, and I ended up sitting down with a friend to write it, because it's just like, I just couldn't shake the words. And in the chorus, you'll hear it. It says, you say I'm beautiful. I'm all that you want. You are always enough and never too much. And I kept hearing that and hearing that and hearing that. And so, okay, we're going to write a song to this. And so I hope that this ministers to you. So if you find yourself in a place where like this Christian walk is a Christian walk, and it's, you know, it's a constant, you know, we're constantly growing, constantly. And if you ever find yourself just back in a place where you were hoping you weren't, or you were past, like, he meets you exactly where you're at. You're never too much, and you're just enough, like, for him. So hope this ministers to you guys. Here I am again. I'm back where I've been, staring at him and not knowing my name, but I hear you calling me, whispering truth to me. You say I'm beautiful, you're all I want, you're always enough, and you're never too much for me. So you can trust in you. I'm surrendering all of me. I'll stand my ground, 'cause you won't let me down, even when I feel afraid, even when I've lost my way. You say I'm beautiful, you're all I want. You're always enough and you're never too much for me. So you can let go, you're not alone. Your struggles can never keep you away from me. So rest in me. 'Cause I've seen the days I've sat before you. I've heard your cries, no, I won't ignore. You're on my mind, I'm coming for you. I'll carry you. All you have to do is rest, rest in me. Rest, rest in me. Rest, rest in me. Oh, rest in me. Thank you, guys. Amazing night.
Well, Kristina Ward, thank you so much. How can people find more about you, find out where your music is, like listen to what you have, you know, all
So
that good stuff?
Yeah, any of the digital platforms you can find me. Super easy. You can find me directly on my website, KristinaWard.com. I know it's so complicated. Just remember Kristina with a K, so it's KR instead of CH. And then of course Facebook, Spotify, all that fun stuff. But you'll find all music videos, and then website has actual listings of like where I'll be ministering. So
cool. Awesome. Perfect.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your gift, your songs, and what God has blessed you with. And it's amazing. And thank you so much.